So a couple days ago, I made a video about the Gatto allegations, and basically, after going over all the information with you guys, I came to the conclusion that this girl accusing him of everything was just embarrassed that she not only got drunk, but that her friends also peer pressured her into essentially having sex with Joe. Now yes, this was apparently while he was married, but cheating on your wife is not the same as sexual assault. And even then, the girl wasn't even sure if they were back together or not. But now, these two other girls put out a 10-minute TikTok going over their quote-unquote experience with Joe. And long story short, they also got the VIP treatment. They literally said that they told Joe that they would only go to his show if they gave him free tickets. Joe thinking, sweet, some groupies want some free tickets? Say less. So they got backstage passes, and again, like the last girl, Joe starts flirting with them. Only now, because these girls saw how much attention the other girl was getting, they decided to tell everyone about the time they kept DMing Joe and were surprised that he just wanted to fuck and not be friends with some random girls who beg for free tickets.
And then basically, he had a show in Oregon, and it was like a 3.5-hour drive, and we told him that we'd come if he let us in for free. So he told us that he was going to give us free tickets and to get them at the box office.
And it's not like they're minors either. These are people who can legally make their own grown-up decisions, and if they want to keep messaging a celebrity, don't be surprised when they message back. Like, they call them out for calling them good girls, but then you read the messages before that, and it's like, did you expect them to be like, sorry Stinky, I'm going to bed. Like, you sent him 6 separate messages. If he would have left you on scene, you would have made a video about that. Like, the only thing wrong with these situations is that he allegedly was back with his wife at the time. And it's like, cool, but these girls didn't mention that at all. And the other girl said that once in all of her 8 videos. Now, recently, Joe did voluntarily check himself into a sex rehab clinic, I'm assuming, which is like, okay, this was about him sexually assaulting someone, which the other girl disproved herself in her own videos. And now these girls just want attention. Being a horn dog that likes sex is like the most normal thing a celebrity can do. Like, notice how these stories start with these girls messaging Joe. I can understand if there were groups of women being like, Joe kept sending us DMs first, wanting us to reply, but so far the only 2 stories out there start with these girls admitting that they were trying to get something out of him. Joe's bad for thinking your friendliness was because you wanted VIP tickets and not because you wanted to have sex. Joe's bad. But after these 2 put out their story, another person comes out, only this time they're accusing Murr of sending them inappropriate messages when they were a minor back in 2012. So this account, fall.1995 on TikTok, has posted 11 videos showing pictures and messages that were sent between them and Murr. And right away, I want you to notice how it says, I'm not saying anything here was a crime, it's just pretty weird. Now, what's interesting to point out is that this is the exact same thing the previous girls were saying about Joe. He was being weird, and this is really weird. Like, after they got called good girls, you can see that they were literally going to send him a message back. So you can say he's weird all you want now, but when it was happening, that is literally what you wanted to hear. But the first video this Murr exposure post shows them from the ages 17 to 22 attending Impractical Jokers shows. Nothing odd about this, it's literally just as I described, them attending shows and showing us pictures they got with them and the other Jokers. They also play a little clip of a YouTube video they made with Murr where he basically says that it's cool they've been to so many shows.
Meeting you guys, seeing you guys in DC, it was like my mind was blown. I feel like we've grown up together. Yeah. If you ever need anything, just let us know, and I'll beat the hell out of somebody for it if you want.
They then post another YouTube video of them listening to a voicemail they got from Murr and Joe, but the audio is so bad that you can't make out anything they say. And even then, if you thought it was something bad, they literally put in the description, and none of this was inappropriate.
Remember that one? What are you talking to John Stamos right now or somebody? No, she's on the, I don't know, what's the new shows then? Yeah, she was in Sarandon when she got speed dial.
So already, 2 videos of shit from a butt and people are going crazy. And guess what? The next video is exactly the same. It's another YouTube video called Getting an Unexpected Phone Call, and it's a 5-minute video of her talking to Murr. And right away, if you're an idiot, you would have been like, oh hell no, not my Murr, not my skydiving ferret. But since I know most of you are like me, you'd see that 1, it says she tried calling them before using a number she got from an app that lets you call them directly. And after many times, she got a call back. So this wasn't like Murr hacked her computer to get her information. She bugged the shit out of them, and they're like, maybe we should call this number back. This is like 50 calls for Murr. But the second thing you would have noticed, if you weren't a big old doo-doo dum-dum, was that at the end of the video, Murr literally asks her to post this conversation and tag them.
Put on Facebook and Twitter that we spoke and tag me and tag the show.
Someone even comments saying that you forgot to edit out that last part because that literally shows that for 3 videos now, Murr has just been one of the nicest people to ever become friends with. You made a YouTube video with him, got a personal voicemail, and now you're having a 5-minute conversation with him? There are literally people who would kill for what you just got, and you're posting it like it's an expose? That's not very cash money of you, dog. That's being a real B word. But now they post some DMs, and already on the first slide, it says, this one isn't exactly inappropriate, but nothing. If it's not important, then why are you posting it? It's literally them being like, I'm having some boy drama, and Murr's like, cheer up, kid. Literally 0 for 5. That is insane. Did nobody who posted about this read this shit? I'm sorry, Murr, but if I was writing articles for anyone, I would have been like, yo, what the FUG is this girl talking about? I'm on Murr's side. Our next TikTok is a screenshot of a Reddit post they made saying, I feel like I was groomed by a celebrity when I was a teen, and it's like, well, looking back at the previous 5 TikToks, what you were feeling was probably gas. But now this is the TikTok they have pinned that got everyone to be like, oh hell no, not my Murr, not my James Murray, no! But it was this one where she asked, when I turn 18 in a year and a half, can we go out? And then Murr replies with, haha, you're awesome. Once you turn 18, email me that same question and I'll be happy to answer. Now some of you were probably like, what the hell? But he said that because if a minor asks you that, answering with yes or no is a lose-lose situation. Obviously more so if you answer yes, but obviously he was just being nice and didn't want to be like, ew, get out of my DMs. Weird question to just throw at someone, and yeah, weird question to answer, but as you just saw, she was literally their #1 fan. I'm pretty sure this wasn't the first message they ever sent each other. Like with Joe, his messages were sent with obvious intent. He was sending those messages with one hand on his phone, you know what I mean? But this girl just showed all of us that she became good friends with someone that she's a fan with. None of these messages even hint at Murray wanting to meet up with her when she turns 18, or even that he did anything meeting up with her from the ages 17 to 22. Don't you think that if someone was grooming her, he would have done something during the multiple times they met? But no, he didn't invite this girl to his hotel room like Joe did. He was literally showing love to a fan that's been there since the beginning. Like, she has pictures and messages with him from 2012. Impractical Jokers came out in 2011. She is literally a day 1 fan with proof and got treated like so. But now we got this snowball effect happening because this girl wanted to call out Joe for wanting to have sex with her after she started drunk texting him. I can guarantee you that a majority of people just read the headline saying Murr got exposed for messaging a minor and didn't read any further, and it's like, well, yeah, he literally did message a minor, but did you read any of what he said? Like, this article points out the messages where Murr says, I won't say until we meet in person, saying that she said she wasn't comfortable with the secrecy and labeled it as unfair at the time. What the fuck kind of caca journalism is this? Their text is them talking about a prop that's going to be used in their show, and she said it was unfair that she didn't tell her beforehand, spoiling the secret. Every one of these people should be sued for slander. Like, the only other messages I can say that made people go like, hey yo, what? Hey yo, hands on my hips going, what? Was when he asked her to delete the post about saying once you turn 18, email me the same question, because he knew everyone was going to think the worst. But like I said, these are 10 years old, and he met up with her multiple times over the years and was basically the celebrity she's known to be the biggest fan of. I'm sure over the next couple of weeks, more and more people are going to come out with either messages like this that were just normal and people are like, look at this, he answered my DMs all crazy. Did you want to fuck James Murray? Like, remember, they had an app where you could call them. The only way that would happen now is with a pre-recorded voice. Ain't no celebrity giving their fans a direct line of contact like that. Yeah, guys, I just don't see how something like this could come out and people start blowing it out of proportion when the person themselves said multiple times that nothing inappropriate happened. And guys, a big thing that should have told you that this was nothing is that when someone is getting groomed, there is usually an end result that comes with that. You don't just get groomed and then nothing happens. Like, why would you become close friends with someone over the years and then just go and get a wife? That's not grooming. That's called living your life. But again, like I said, once people see how easy it is for them to get an article written about them, more people will come out with nonsense like this. Until tomorrow, peace.